and the homepage. Oh, sorry. It's the free trial and talk to an expert. Like we used to have, I think, buttons or something for them, but now they look a lot cleaner. And then there's also a part to talk to sales and talk to an expert. So I'll be pulling that in as well. Next up, we have Laura.
So also working on the homepage, a few components here. So the hero/CTA section at the top, the solutions page section, which goes through each of the solutions in kind of like a slider manner. The customer logos, which is pretty similar to what we currently have. And then the resources section, which is like that video section towards the bottom of the page. So I'll work on those. Next is Mateo.
Yes, I will continue working on the pricing page. Now the V2 components. I have the header component, the new tiers component, and the new pricing FAQ. And next one is Tyler.
So I think we have some follow-up and wrap up on customer case studies landing page. Megan will probably be actually doing that. I'm around to consult and follow up on things that I've said in there. And then I've got the getting started and support pages. I do not know any of the details about those things. So I guess like Michael, I haven't even like gotten to like hop in there yet to like see what's written down, but like, are those designs kind of done or are we still blocked on these?
The getting started page should be good to go soon. Cool. If not by the end of today, at least. Yeah, for sure.
Excellent. And then who knows things about the support page?
Yeah. Also, like it could be started, but just want to do like a one pass with the Jam 3 UI first.
Where should we go? Like, I'm looking at these issues and like Nathan's like, this is just a placeholder issue. Like, where is a place to go for all of the designs? Is there like a link or an epic or a document where I can like pull in the links and say, this is what I'll be working against?
Yeah, I mean, there are individual issues for each one.
Okay.
Are you looking for something else?
No, I'm looking for the issues. I just don't know where is there an epic where they're housed or?
Yeah, so each one should have, so like support and resources, I think is one like kind of sub epic, and then
and these content neighborhood ones?
And then navigation. But yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So we just need to make sure that we're putting all of our related issues in the same epics.
Cool.
Yeah, when you go there, there should in theory at least be a support issue. If not, I will make sure it's linked later.
Is that UX support page refresh?
Yeah, I think that's the one. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Excellent, thank you. That answered my questions. Next up is Lauren.
It's raining. Woo! So cool. I'm going to be working on the category leadership template, and I'm just going to build the protect and modern applications page as part of building that template. Just give it a shot, get it in the refresh branch. Also building the solutions page template by technology, and then getting a placeholder for the AWS one. And then there was a data layer update that we need to do for contact sales, public sector, and self-managed trials to make sure we're shipping the right data to Google Analytics. And pass it over to Javi.
Thanks, Laura. Lauren, oh my gosh, having to Laura, yeah, it messes me up all the time. I'm working on the template for the individual feature page, and then I'm building out one of the templates out into its specific feature, just getting one of the pages built out to see if this template is being actually, what's actually working. That's it for me. Next, Miguel.
I'll be working on the templates for the solutions pages by industry and by department. And also I will be working on a couple of pages with those templates, and finishing the stages of DevOps lifecycle, which just needs a revision. And that will be my iteration, and I'll pass it over to John.
Thank you. For this iteration, I'm going to finish the landing page for the features page B1. Also, I'm going to work on the template for the version 2 of the features page. And also I'm going to work on a couple of solutions child pages. Passing over to Megan.
Hey, wrapping up the customer case studies page, as Tyler mentioned, that should be wrapped up pretty quick in this sprint. And then tackling the why GitLab page. I'm guessing I'll have some capacity later on to look into one of those open issues that Nathan shared. So next is Jess.
So a lot of what I'll be doing at the beginning of this week is kind of doing that run through of the Jam3 brand over these pages. So over the home page, the pricing page, and the support page to start. And then once that's done, I'll turn my attention over to resources, see what's needed over there, potentially a template, TBD. If that gets done, I will then do the footer, full footer and minimal footer, and I'll also be helping out Tina wherever she needs. She's taking a little time off, so along the category leadership line. And speaking of, Tina, you're up next.
That's me. Thanks. I have a short iteration. I'm off, I think Friday until next Thursday. It's bad timing. I realize that, but I'm moving. So unavoidable. So I'll be wrapping up this week the solutions UI. So I've been kind of taking what Jam3 has been doing, putting them onto some of these templates. I believe Jam3 is providing designs also on Thursday. So we'll have to take a look at applying whatever designs they provide onto those. So this will be very iterative. Also, going to hand over category leadership to Jess, just because I won't be able to do it. I don't know if she'll have bandwidth either, so maybe our squad should talk about a plan for category leadership. I was thinking since those topic pages already exist, maybe we don't skin them, but that'll be a conversation that we can have, and then we can focus on features and solutions. But that just popped into my head right now. That's it. Carrie's next.
Yeah, I guess I'm just working on the iterations for the get started checklist and the why GitLab page, and including any sort of Jam3 changes that we'll have for those pages. Yeah, if you need any help, I can definitely help you the next week probably. That's it for me. Dennis.
For me, I'm hoping to finalize the Data Studio dashboard. I have a meeting out with Michael and Philza later today. Also, some net new tracking items for stakeholders, like capturing namespace with every purchase. I also created a new view on GA for the self-service team, so I just need to clean that up. And then tracking CTAs on the blog post. Yeah, that's it for me. Back to Nathan, question mark.
Yeah, I think we're good on screen sharing, or I can leave it open if we want to talk about anything in specific, but I guess as Tyler mentioned earlier, is there anything we need from Jam3 or any questions?
Do you want me to give you a quick little rundown of where we're at and what our next 2 weeks look like?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool. So we of course have the homepage and pricing designs, but we need to add motion and content to them. So we have 2 of our team members working on motion and content for those pages, and then our 2 other team members, who are all on this call, tackling the UI for the next 2 pages, which are features and solutions. So over the next 2 weeks, that's what we're working on. And our Thursday syncs will be sharing kind of an update of where we're at, and then the following week is when we're going to be officially delivering both. And that's pretty much it.
And solution pages, are those the landing pages? I'm assuming?
It is everything that is in the wires, or the version of the wires that we got from Tina.
Okay.
Also, if you're ever curious about like what we're doing or what's going on, we have that running master's agenda, whatever we call it. And all of the details are in there all the time. Everything's in one place, organized there. So take a look. And if you have any questions or don't feel like reading it all because it's a lot, just hit me up on Slack and I'll fill in the gaps, if any.
Yeah, I imagine we're going to be pretty active in that Slack group this week, because as we start implementing the designs, I think maybe how things interact, even though we've kind of gone through the walkthrough, I'm sure there's going to be questions. Same with gradients and stuff. I think we have access to the Figma file, so we can grab the variables from that. But we
You
may,
should. Let
Okay.
me know if you don't. But also, do we want some sort of channel specifically for dev? Just if there's like quick things that we need to address dev wise or pixel pushing or whatever it may be? Or how do you guys typically work at GitLab?
I
For
I
the
would
Jam
vote for just
3?
one channel.
Okay.
Yeah,
the-
fewer channels.
Cool.
If possible, I mean, hopefully the development work is like pretty encapsulated based on our conversations last week. So
Mhm.
like channel for like questions and like chatting and stuff and like sort of like informal communication. But if there's like more like nitty gritty, like in the weeds stuff, I would hope we could do that with either issues in our project or issues in the code base that Jam3 is putting together, and like sort of capture that in whatever, like in the appropriate tools rather than Slack. Because something to keep in mind, like our Slack channels get wiped every 90 days. So like Slack is not a place to put permanent information.
No way. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good
like
to
we
know.
don't like GitLab does not use
Good to
Slack as
know.
like Slack is not a source of truth at GitLab. So we specifically like all conversations are deleted every like 90 days. So like that's
Got it.
not a great place to store stuff that should be permanent.
Good to know. Yeah, we do have access to all of your platforms too, so we can use that. And then Tyler, I know we owe you some more information from a tech standpoint. Sook was gonna put together some sort of plan, and then we're gonna send it your way. He
Oh,
is working
cool.
on that as well.
Did
So-
not even know that. That's exciting.
Oh,
Thank you.
well, that's happening too.
Cool.
Cool. Did y'all have any other questions for us? Jam3?
I have one kind of just like an awareness for the group. A lot of our issues are placeholder. They don't have all the info in them. So if you get one, take a crack, fill it out, put the links in there. Like this is the page, this is the Figma file, this is the content issue. We're all gonna have to work together to fill those out. And that'll help create that single source of truth, which is the issue. It's what we work from.
Does everyone have access to the squad document so you know who to address your questions to? They should be in the epics, but if they're not, here's just like a link to it, and just, I think that's it.
I don't know if we should have access to it, but I just requested anyway, just in case.
yeah, it's
On
more,
that spreadsheet that Tina linked, so cool. Should bookmark that.
I just requested access for both.
Any last thoughts before I stop the recording? We don't have to like leave, but nothing else. Opinions, feelings. Okay. All right. Let me stop that.